hold short of runway 18 left. American 2341, traffic will hold, cross runway 18 left at Whiskey Mike, kind of ground on point 85.
Clear to cross 18 left at Whiskey Mike, over ground 25. 2341.
Sky was 4985, cross runway 18 left at Alpha, kind of ground point 80 at the top of the bridge.
20 left at Alpha,
American 1369, taxi via Echo and Bravo, hold short of runway 18 left.
Bravo 1.
With a camera.
And
on Alpha, cross 18 right, short of 18 left, American 1497.
Going to forego our regular open tonight. Welcome to Runway DFW. After dark, we have a go-around to start the festivities tonight. The second one since I've been here. I believe, well, I'm not sure which one it is. We've got two planes coming in, one from Tulsa, an American Airbus A319.
2465, taxi via Echo Bravo, hold short of runway 18 left.
One right behind it
Echo
from
Bravo, short 18 left,
coming in
American
from
1832, traffic is holding cross runway 18
Midland,
left at Alpha,
Texas.
turn right on Foxtrot, snuggle up with the line, monitor ground point 85, let me know when you get some good news.
Okay, we'll cross Alpha right on Fox and 2185. We'll keep it tight at 1832.
American 1497,
So
cross
let's see
runway 18
what we
left at
get
Alpha,
here.
cut ground point 80 at the top of the bridge.
Alright, cross 18 left and ground point 80 on the top of the bridge.
So the first flight coming in is flight 2400 from Tulsa, an Airbus
American 1369,
A319.
will you east or west?
East side, sir.
American 1369, cross runway 18 left at Bravo, then Fox Alpha, ground point 80 on top of the bridge.
Cross 18
We're looking to the north here. We've got
0.85,
south flow going on
80.
tonight.
80, got it.
Here's the plane we're looking for.
99, visual 18 right.
So I think the plane behind this is the one that's going
What was the reason
around.
for that, Envoy 3391?
You're overflying the traffic you were following, so there's less than a half-mile spacing. So.
And you heard the reason for that. So this plane will land. This is the one from Tulsa.
Envoy 3391, turn right, heading 210.
And the plane coming
210, Envoy 3391.
coming in
Envoy
from
3391, contact departure
Midland
on 135.975. We'll see you soon.
is going to be
3575,
going around. I don't know how much of it we'll see.
135.975.
9 or 7, okay, Envoy 3391.
So a bit of excitement. This is the second go-around I've had since I've I've been here. The first one involved a similar issue with the plane too close to the one that was landing.
Yes, sir, and visual 18 right.
And a flight,
1599, if you're able, final approach speed, runway 18 right, clear to land, wind 1208.
flight from Vancouver, another American Airlines flight,
1599.
went
1599,
around.
runway 18 right, clear to land, hold short of taxi Bravo for crossing traffic.
Clear to land 18
And,
right, short of Bravo, American 1599.
Envoy 3439, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear to land, hold
I
short of
don't know.
taxi Bravo for crossing
I
traffic.
think the one that went around must have, yeah, it
American 2400,
it
taxi
evaded
via
our
Whiskey Mike,
attention.
hold
It
short of runway 18
pulled
left.
away,
Echo Whiskey Mike, hold short of 18 left, American 24.
pulled away a little sooner than we had anticipated here. So anyway, we've got a Qantas flight over here. Let's see what we got.
Delta 2971, we got people up. We're going to continue holding short and call you back.
This is Qantas Flight 22,
Continue for 18 right.
7879, headed to Melbourne on the long journey
Tower American 2400. We're
down under. This will be a flight.
American 1599, this spacing's not going to work. Go around and fly the localizer, maintain 3000.
Wow,
Go around, fly the localizer 3000,
we have-
American 1599.
we have another go around, and it's again due to spacing. 1599 from Las Vegas. It is following behind an American Eagle flight from Lawton, Oklahoma.
American 2465 at Bravo, cross 18 left, taxi Fox Alpha, ground 65 on the bridge.
At Bravo, cross 18 left, Fox, and Alpha 65 on the bridge, American 2465.
American 2400, you parking east?
East side, heard 2400.
Roger. Whiskey Mike, cross 18 left, Fox Alpha 65 on the bridge.
So I think we can find the,
Alpha 65 on the bridge, American 2400.
here is the flight that's going around.
Thanks. Envoy 3430, disregard. Spirit Wings 1190 Tower, runway 18 right for the land, 120 at 8. American 1599, turn right heading 190.
All right, turn 190, American 1599.
And it's going up so far I can't tilt up that far. Oh, it's going by the moon, isn't it?
Delta 2971. All our people are sitting now, ready to sequence.
American 1509, contact approach on 135.907.
35907, American 1599.
I've been informed by my executive producer that we may have an audio balance issue, so I'm going to be working on that.
Sky was 4995, taxi via Echo Alpha, hold shorter.
So anyway, we're back to the flight from Melbourne now, or to Melbourne.
American 1450, landing traffic holding short of the intersection of Bravo, cross runway 18 right, hold shorter, runway 18 left.
At Bravo, cross 18 right, hold short of runway 18 left, American 1450.
Qantas 22 heavy, sorry about the wait, turn right heading 190, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Right heading 190.
I do have to say, tonight we have in the house 4 MD-11s. And there's my artsy out of focus shot. Let's see if we can get it back in focus for the takeoff of this Qantas flight to Melbourne.
Sky was 4995, amend the instructions, left turn Whiskey Mike, hold short of 18 left.
Turn Whiskey Mike, short, 18 left.
Sky was 6496, landing traffic holding short of your intersection of Bravo, cross 18 right, hold short 18 left.
At Bravo, cross 18 left, hold 18 right, hold short 18 left.
American 1415 at Bravo, cross 18 left, contact ground 85.
There always seems to be one thing I've neglected to do before we sign on the air. I thought everything was good to go tonight.
Sky was 4995, Whiskey Mike, cross 18 left, right on Fox,
But no,
hold short of
so
Bravo.
what I'm going to do now is peel away for a second or two and go get one other item to add to our collection here, and we'll be right back with you on Runway DFW After Dark.
Okay, just continue holding short of 18 left there, until I make some space.
I'll give you this shot to look at whilst I go about my business, and we'll play a little music, and I'll be right back.
American 2635, approaching Sandy, 18 right.
American 2635 Tower, runway 18 right for the land, 120 at 8.
20 right, clear to land.
Sky was 4995, behind that 73 at Bravo, over the Alpha Bridge and ground 65 on top. Delta 2971, again, cautionary turbulence, RNF to B Park, runway 18 left there for takeoff.
RNF B Park, cleared for takeoff on 18 left.
Envoy 3439, you park on 1.
Terminate west side, Alpha, what's name?
Thanks, Golf 8, hold short of 18 left, Envoy 3439.
20 left, short, 34, thanks.
American 841, runway 18 left on Envoy.
On a boy, 18 left, 41.
takeoff.
On out the Lauren, clear for takeoff, 18 left, American 841.
American 1430, Romeo 18 left on Hawaii.
Line up and wait 20 left, American 1430.
Romeo 18 ready for land.
All right, I am back. We will commence or continue with our regularly scheduled broadcast. Here on Runway DFW, we've got, well, the plane taking off there. Well, you don't see it taking off. It's about to pass through your view. Flight 1430 to San Francisco.
Clear to land 18 right on 133.
That's it. We're going to track, however, Flight 2635 coming in from Ontario, California. American Airlines flight. It's an Airbus A321. Well, we caught a glimpse of that plane taking off to San Francisco. So, all right, let's say hello to some of our friends out there. I see our great friend O'Malley in the house. He's a moderator and a member of the channel. Thank you for being here, O'Malley. Beaker and Honeydew here as well. I'm not sure. Yeah, Beaker and Honeydew is here too. So thank you for that. Another moderator and member of the channel.
American 2635, Whiskey Mike, cross 20 left, contact ground 85. Whiskey Mike, cross 20 left, 25. Go 6496 at Bravo, cross 20 left, contact ground 85.
And that's one of the MD-11, one of the 4 MD-11s we've got in the house right now.
Third cross 20 left, up on bridge.
Go 6267, contact March 9.
Let's see here. We've got a plane coming in from Midland. Is this the one that went around? I think it is. Number 175. Yeah, that one was redirected. It was following a little too closely to the plane that was immediately ahead of it on its initial attempt to land. Here's American Flight 2298. It's going to Portland, Oregon. It's an Airbus A321 Neo. Glad you could be with us for this Tuesday night edition of Runway DFW After Dark.
Roger, Whiskey Lima, hold to the 1 left for envoy 3391.
I see Pittsburgh Don and Anna the Dispatcher also here with us this evening, and as we try to keep up with all the action here on a Tuesday night. I'm sure a lot of you were tuned in this afternoon for the live broadcast of Airline Videos Live. Our friend Kevin interviewing another aviation streaming legend, Jerry, with Big Jet TV. And Jilly was with him. And they talked for about 2 hours about all sorts of stuff, and Jerry let us into his, kind of talked about his philosophy of doing things. It's a fascinating discussion for people who have an interest in this sort of stuff. Sounds like Jerry is next off to Anchorage for some broadcasting, and that is always an interesting place to broadcast from. And so we thank Kevin of Airline Videos Live for setting all that up, that interview. And I tell you what, if you need to interview somebody, Jerry of Big Jet TV is a good subject, because he's got a lot to say. That was Flight 2734 off to Oklahoma City, 737-800. American Eagle Flight 6485 coming in from Waco, Texas, a CRJ 701ER. Leaving 35 minutes ago, the plane just now taking off. American Flight 2003 off to Seattle, an Airbus A321. We have an American Airlines flight coming in from Las Vegas next. This will be Flight 1599, an Airbus A321. Trying something a little different tonight. We've got a camera with a somewhat wider lens to welcome the planes in tonight. Gives us a little more of an option as far as what we can show you. And they're taking off here from the west side on runway 18 left. There, headed into the skies, was American Flight 1104 to Boise, Idaho, an Airbus A321. Here is one of those MD-11s getting loaded up. Let's see, is this working? Let me push a button here. I'm going to try this again. That's not working, is it? Ah, here we go. Basim Yusuf says, I am fully subscribed to the screen for over 2 years. Thank you, Basim. I got a notification from YouTube the other day that we've now been a channel for now more than 3 years. So I guess technically, we're starting our 4th year of live broadcasting here. Seems like only yesterday. Alpha Bravo says, "Hi Walt and all, I'm fascinated by the very tall broadcast towers in the background. Why are there so many?" Well, I guess it has something to do with, I don't know, competition. There they are. They're in Cedar Hill. There's about 24 miles from where we are standing, so there's no danger of planes bumping into them from here unless they have a very low trajectory. But as for why there are so many, I don't know. Maybe there's just too many. Maybe TV stations and radio stations wanted to have their own towers, I guess. Although on most of those, they serve multiple entities. Here goes what looks to be, I'm going to say that's a 757. What do you say? Flight 751. UPS. And it's going to the home port, the world port in Louisville. It's a 757-200. And let us salute its heritage here. Up. It's actually celebrating a birthday. 1994. So this is a 29-year-old plane celebrating 29 years of service as of this month. So happy birthday to this aircraft. Dale Helton noting that the Cedar Hill Towers are at the highest point in the metropolitan area, so it gives greater signal range. Although because of where it is, it's south of Dallas, and I live north of Dallas, and so it's hard for me to receive many channels without, I need an antenna in my attic to do that. Well, let's see which way this heads out. See if we're going to get a snappy takeoff from right in front of us here on 18 left, or if it's going to wind its way over to the east side for dispatch to Louisville. And let's see. If it makes a hard right turn, that's not good for us. I'm going to postulate that this is going to go over to the east side, but I've seen stranger things happen. It can make its way across 18 right and then take off from the short T, as we like to call it. Robert Broom says pencil liner cargo. So this aviation classic is now zigzagging its way over to what I'm guessing will be an east side departure.
correct. 364 is starting storm. UPS 751 tower, cross runway 1 right, hold short of runway 1 left.
Hi, Yankee cross 1 right, hold short of 1 left.
I was reading an article in, I think it was Simple Flying, the aviation blog, speculating that that Boeing probably regrets having ended production of the 757 because it fit a niche which no other Boeing airliners have had since then, until I guess the long-range 737s.
UPS 751 at Yankee, cross from the 1 left, continue over the Yankee bridge, ground 0.65 on that.
So that plane is going over the what they call the Yankee Bridge, so we will not see it take off from this side of the airfield. What we will see is American Flight 3133 going to Las Vegas. It's an Airbus A321. You see it there on the left side of your screen. And we do anticipate some more cargo action before the night goes out, before we depart the friendly confines of DFW Founders Plaza.
The 4284 are now water in the 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Runway 18 left, clear for takeoff, Bravo, 42.
Sky with 6352, runway 18 left on a void.
18 left on void,
I don't know what's happened
After
over.
that, it's going to be American 1875, United 1703, envoy 39.
We're getting better ATC reception tonight than we have in a long time.
American 2597, Sky 4911, go from there.
Brandon Rabbit wants to know, why doesn't UPS ever turn on their tail lights? And what I think he means is the lamp that would illuminate the tail. Are they trying to save money on bulbs? Honest question. Well, the answer to that came from our channel member and moderator A-List Flyer Chris a while back, and he let us know that UPS has just decided not to illuminate their tails. That's just what they want to do, or what they don't want to do. And it doesn't make much sense to me. You would think that just for promotional purposes they'd want their tail insignia to be illuminated, but no.
American 1041, visual 1 right.
American 1041, target evening, runway 18 right to the land, 120 ready.
1 right, American 1041.
Envoy 3944 on that wire in 18 left, clear for takeoff.
On that wire, 18 left, clear for
United 1703, runway 18 left on a void.
18 left, line up United 1703.
We were just looking there at American Eagle 6352 off to Santa Fe, New Mexico, CRJ 701 ER. Let's see, we've got here Oh, the random spotter is here in the house. So I'm glad to see you here. We've got Anna the dispatcher. And here's Skittles. Hello, Skittles. Haven't seen you in a bit. I'm so happy to have your company here on this Tuesday night. It's a United aircraft, what looks like an Airbus A319, I'm going to say.
American 1875, RNF to Lauren, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff. Envoy 3490, runway 18 left, on Envoy.
40 left, line of business, Envoy 34.
United 1703 and Airbus A319 off to the city adjacent to the bay, San Francisco.
1998.
And before it goes out of view, well, I guess it went out of view there as we went out of focus, but yeah, that's a 26-year-old 20th century aircraft.
Envoy 3490, on at the beach farm, 18 left, clear for takeoff. American 2597, and runway 18 left, on Envoy.
Cleared for takeoff is American Eagle 3490 off to Bismarck in the Dakotas. An Airbus, not an Airbus, an Embraer 175.
American 1875, contact departable field.
But we get a little better view of planes that are coming in, so I think we'll shift our focus over here to the north side. Take a look at the little overexposed there, but that's the beacon that rotates here at Founders Plaza.
American 2597, on at the Lauren, 18 left, clear for takeoff.
And we're going to pull back and await the next plane.
4911, runway 18 left, on Envoy.
Hannah is asking, where is A-list flyer Chris? Haven't seen him in a while, and I haven't either. My fervent hope is that he's okay. Maybe he just kind of burned out on plane spotting. I hope that's what it is.
Scout 6185, that's runway 18 left, on Envoy.
Runway 18 left, that's 6187.
American 2597, contact the Mars Connect.
Wind picking up a little bit here at the plaza. The airport has it at 7 miles an hour coming out of the southeast. 63 degrees is the temperature.
Scout 6185, RNAV Lauren, 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff 18 left, that's 6187.
Got a motorcycle crew in here to keep an eye on the planes.
American 1041, taxi Echo Alpha, hold short runway 18 left.
MC says, Walt, any chance you missed doing this in August? I'm not sure have to be honest, I'm not sure what the question is. We did do broadcasts in August, but we're not here every day. And that's because, well, I don't think anybody could do this every day, even if it was their full-time job. And it is not my full-time job. I've got a full-time job in the TV news business. So I'm out here when I can to bring you this and to have some fun. As we look at American Flight 1553, it's an Airbus A319 making the turn on runway 18 left to go to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. An 11-year-old Beba bus.
Delta 6185, contact departure. Good Roger, 185.
I see another plane spotting channel in the house. So we welcome reverse ops to the channel. Reverse ops is based in Honolulu. I've had a chance to meet him here when he stopped by here. He travels a bit. He's been to London, I think, and I'm sure some other places, I don't know, to LAX. So welcome Reverse Ops, check out his channel.
Envoy 3697, RNF to Lauren, 18 left service takeoff.
We're friendly with a lot of channels here, and I like that. I mean, I don't really see anybody as a competitor, but as a colleague.
Envoy 3705, Romeo 18 left on Envoy.
1 left land, Wayne, Envoy 3705.
As we check out the aviation stylings of American Flight 1553. And now blasting off, it's an Embraer 170 going to Midland, Texas. American Eagle 3697.
Envoy 3697, contact departure, good night.
Roger Campbell has favored us with a 10 Canadian dollar super chat. We need more lights. A joke, I am almost blinded. Thank you, Roderick, for your support of that channel. Much appreciated. Our secondary camera a little bit dim tonight. Looking at the UPS facility.
Envoy 3705, turn to
Point our other camera over there. You see two of the 4 MD-11s. Let's see if we can see the other two. Let's see if we'll pan to the left. And, yeah. There are the other two. Gleaming in the night. Yeah, we're going to keep our fingers crossed that we should see at least a couple of those headed out tonight. Let's see, this one on the left has its cargo door open. The one on the right does not. The one to the right of it does. It looks like there's some activity over there. So we'll check that out for a minute or two. Don't see anything big going out or coming in over here at this time. Greg Russell, channel member, says, I guess it's really official that Spirit Airlines is really filing for bankruptcy soon. I haven't seen that, although I haven't had a chance to peruse all of my usual sources today. But I think it would not be unexpected for that to occur. And Roderick says, love the MD-11. What an aircraft. Yeah, it's going to be sad to see that go. That's why I kind of like to linger on these images while we still can, because there will come a time when there's going to be different airplanes over there. Different, newer, more efficient, but not quite as classic. Game Boy Lyric says, good evening, everyone. Hello to you. Luke, the random spotter, says, caught me a FedEx Tri-Jet coming into Guam when I got there this past weekend. So I'm assuming you're still there, Luke? In Guam? That's so far away. Well, Pittsburgh Don says he did see that news about Spirit today. That makes me sad. No more banana planes potentially? Well, from what I've read, it may be a I don't want to say a ploy, but an arrangement so that Spirit is more, I don't know what the word is, buyable?
Runway 13 right to land, wind 130,
But at least more, it would give another airline a more of an incentive, I guess, perhaps, to acquire it. And as you've probably read, Frontier is, or has been, thought to be a potential suitor of Spirit once again. Of course, Frontier originally had intended to merge with Spirit, but then JetBlue stepped in and made an arrangement to purchase Spirit, and that was shot down by federal antitrust regulators. So, let's see what happens.
Local 188 at Zulu cross 20 left cross, Romeo 18 right, taxi to ramp.
Spirit did make an announcement that it was selling some of its planes, which might make it a little less desirable, because if you're going to buy an airline, what most airlines want these days is planes. Because both Airbus and Boeing have had an issue building new planes, getting them out the door, meeting the demand of all the airlines here in the U.S. and around the world. Here's Kevin Kelly, says hello, or good evening, Walt. Hello there. Vince Kowaleski says, I wish there were L-1011s over there. Yeah. There was an L-1011 which was flying around Southern California not too long ago, maybe a couple of months ago. I think it's the last one that still is airworthy. I may be mistaken about that.
American 2053, RNF to Lauren, Romeo 18 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV to Lauren, clear for takeoff, 18 left, American 2853.
And I've got my flight radar 24 set to alert me whenever there's an L1011 in the air. And this one, it was for several days, maybe a week. It was just flying back and forth between Southern California airports as though it was doing some tests.
Contact departure, good night. Okay, good night, Runway 4186.
A little more cargo activity for you there with the gaping hold of that, is that an A300? Luke says he's on a 2-week trip this time. To the magical Isle of Guam. But check out the Random Spotter channel here on YouTube, because Luke, in his spare time, is able to, since he visits these far-flung places, and some not so far-flung, he gets out his camera and takes advantage of that and brings us some really nice pictures. So check out the Random Spotter channel here on the YouTubes. Trying to get camera number 2 here to focus in a little more on that cargo hold. There's Josh Aldrich up there in Oklahoma City, or wherever he might be tonight. Good evening, Walt. Looks great tonight. DFW does. Thank you, Josh. Got to hang out with Josh and with Luke at the Cranky Dork Fest weekend. In fact, underneath my hoodie and my button-down shirt is my Cranky Dork Fest weekend shirt. T-shirt. What do we got going there? A little bit of activity. American Flight 3059. Is that what that is? According to the radar, it's an Airbus A321 which will be wending its way to Phoenix.
American 3059 Tower, RNAV 2B Park, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV B Park, 18 left, clear for takeoff, American 3059.
Smart 666, taxi via Bravo and Charlie to the ramp.
So at the moment, it's going the wrong way. It's got to make a little U-turn here. Oh, this has a heritage livery. No wonder it didn't look like an American Airlines plane. It's got the Allegheny retro livery. And I'm old enough to have flown on Allegheny on more than one occasion. Back in my college days, going back and forth between Indianapolis and New York area.
3059, contact the park tonight.
We'll see you, American 3059.
Lori M., one of our good friends here, has now been a member, a quad jet member. Is this correct? 18 months? Thank you so much, Lori. Haven't seen you in a while. She says, I need to get back out to the airport for another visit soon, and I hope you can do that, Lori. It'll be great to see you again. Thank you so much for your support of the channel. Mickey Dyer Murray says, I remember flying on Braniff. Well, Braniff, when this airport opened 50 years ago this year, Braniff was the top gun here, the big dog at DFW Airport. And I remember Braniff as well. Fondly. And yeah, I flew Braniff many a time. I think the only type of aircraft on Braniff I flew was the 727, if I remember correctly. I knew they flew a bunch of other planes. I never was on their 747. And I never got on any of their Concorde flights, which they operated using Air France and British Airways aircraft. It's a fascinating story in itself. Basim says American Flight 945 pushing back for Santiago de Chile from Terminal A. Terminal A? Really? Yeah, it is. Well, it's an international flight, which you'd think would originate at Terminal D, but I guess you don't have to go through customs to get on the plane. You just have to do that to get off. So it's a little unusual, but not unheard of here, I guess. I see Qantas Flight 8 lighting up on the radar. It's going to Sydney, so that'll be our second Qantas aircraft of the evening. The Melbourne flight does not fly daily. And I'm not sure if the American Airlines to Brisbane will be flying tonight. Guess we'll find out. So it's always good to have an Aussie triple play when we can. I think I hear the sound of a propeller-driven aircraft. Martinair, Flight 666 from Abilene. A Cessna 208B Grand Caravan.
$19.96.
Yeah, we celebrate a 28-year-old aircraft. There's one of the MD-11s. That one looks sealed up, at least from this side of the of our viewpoint.
680, tower, good evening. Runway 13 right to the land. Wind 120 at 11.
I thought I heard a flight clear to land, but I don't see anything landing over here at the moment. There's Carolyn Crowder saying hello and good evening to me and the Runway DFW family. Happy Tuesday evening. Hello, Carolyn. Kevin Kelly, always letting us know what's to come. We've got a 747-400 coming in at 9:37 local time. So a little more than an hour away. We'll look forward to that. Channel member Chad Hart with my kind of lame MD-11 icon there. I keep meaning to redo that, but Josh makes it clear that 3 engines are greater than 2. Nick Aviate, is that right? Nick Aviate, that's kind of clever. Says, so why is UPS so busy right now? Why does it seem that way? Well, the cargo carriers, you know, they've got their trucks all over the place. They're traveling around and they're picking up packages from UPS stores and all day long, and then they get here in the evening and they have to deposit their packages on these big aircraft so that they can be in turn dispatched to other UPS locations, most often from here to the UPS World Port in Louisville, but often to other places like Chicago Rockford Airport and to Ontario, California, and other locations. So overnight, they can get to their destinations very early in the morning, so that those packages can be put on trucks and delivered. And so that's kind of how it works. It works out for the cargo carriers because the airports are less busy then, so they don't have as much aircraft competition, I should say. They can move in and out more quickly. They don't have to wait in line at peak periods. So it kind of all works out. Now some of these planes do come and go during the day, but a lot of them will be operational in the overnight hours. Graphic Sign and Design says a good day of aviation. Big Jet Jerry with Kevin, and then finishing with Walt at Runway DFW. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I was almost a little surprised to see that Kevin and Jerry talked just a little tiny bit about this channel, because I've now met both of them, and they, you know, I'm happy to say that I'm friendly with Kevin and, you know, kind of an acquaintance of Jerry at Big Jet TV. Got to meet him while he was here. Very nice chap. I was surprised when he said on the air that he was 61 years old, Jerry was. And that's probably about 10 years older than I thought I made him out to be. Maybe 15. Super nice guy, and you know, I hope all plane spotters get a chance to meet both Kevin of Airline Videos Live and Jerry of Big Jet TV. And I hope next time Jerry comes here, he'll bring Jilly along. That would be nice too, because Jilly was also featured on Kevin's interview show earlier this afternoon on Airline Videos Live. Just Plains Crazy says, Tri-Jets, what can Brown do for you?
Tower, Mark 6655, visual 18 right. Mark 6655, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear to land. Clear to land, 18 right, Mark 6655.
I think we finally have a plane landing. Let's see what we got coming in here. Well, we have Martin Air Flight 655, a Cessna 208B Super Cargo Master. It's an oldie. I've got to go to another page to call up the musical tribute for this one. So it'll be here in a moment or two. Keep an eye on the cargo action here. Heath Shelton says, hi everyone, did I miss the mention of the airline incident at Port-au-Prince in Haiti? We haven't talked about it. There was a Spirit aircraft that was coming in for a landing in Port-au-Prince and came under fire.
Mark 6680, join Alpha 5 in Charlotte.
And you heard some sirens there. The plane had to make a detour to the Dominican Republic, which is next door, for landing. And nobody was hurt, fortunately, but the plane suffered some damage. And I thought I had read that there was a second aircraft that came under fire in Haiti. I didn't. Well, the only one I saw some definitive reporting about was the Spirit Airlines flight, which I believe originated in Miami. And so the situation in Haiti appears to be deteriorating as far as safety goes. Hannah the dispatcher says, I am now fully configured for bedtime streaming. Well, that's good to hear. All right, we got this Martin Air twin jet coming in, a twin prop coming in. Should be seeing it very shortly here on Runway DFW. Thanks for tuning in tonight to our little extravaganza.
1989.
Well, I might have been a little premature there, but there it is. You can see those streamers coming off the utility poles here. Some kind of insect, I guess. Spider related? I don't know. I'd like to thank Allison Quinn for watching, a subscriber of the channel. We are enjoying your live stream watching from Alabama. Thank you, Allison. A-Train Games says howdy howdy from far north Dallas, folks. With a little happy face. Good to see you here. Lori M. Oh, it's been a long time since you've been here, hasn't it? Did they ever get the covers back on the table shelters out there at the park? Well, we will give you the visual answer to that question, Lori. Here it is, and yes, they have. This was, I don't know, a couple months ago they got these put in. So they've all been nicely sewn up and recovered, and we now have shade just in time for the cold weather months. Over on the east side of the airfield, American Flight 2823 is coming in from Miami. It is a 777-200. A turn-of-the-century model at that. I don't know, with our current camera configuration, we're not going to be able to get terrifically close to it. But we'll try. Let me first, however, get a little close-up view of the Martin Air prop plane, which is right over there. Going to be coming at us shortly. And while you look at that,
we're still waiting on our numbers. There's been a couple issues.
While you're looking at that, I'm looking to the eastern sky to see if I can pick out the 777.
All right, we'll go all the way down to Whiskey Fox. We'll let you know, American 1634. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
American Flight 3263, visual 189.
Here's Douglas Thompson saying, Walt in the fall recently hatched spiderlings launch themselves on strands of silk and drift with the wind. I noticed them earlier. Aha. Well, that explains it. Spiderlings? Alright, well, we're gonna see if we can bring you some semblance of this 777. We're looking to the east now. This plane's coming in over there on the 17s. And there it is. Once again, that flight originated in Miami. I still have an opportunity to take a gander at this plane. I guess it's waiting for further instructions. We do have a 767 UPS now on the radar. It'll be going out to Chicago Rockford International Airport. Hello to Yin Team Stripes. Hey there. And ACC Dude 92 says, what's that plane's tail number? This one here? This one is N9469B. I'm going to swing around and pick up an arriving plane from Los Angeles. Flight 3263, American Airlines. So maybe a little perspective here as to where we are. That's how. It's kind of a wide angle view of where we are. And this plane just kind of cooling its, well, I want to say jets, but cooling its props. I think I know why. And I'll show you why here. Because right over here is that 767, and it has that Martin plane has to wait for this to pull out until it can go back into its little cubby along here. So the 767, 11 years old is this plane, and once again it is going to Chicago Rockford International Airport. Getting a gust of wind at our spotting location here at Founders Plaza. And it appears to be on a trajectory to take it to runway 18 left for departure to Chicago Rockford. So now this little guy should have clearance.
DFW Tower, right heading 1900, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Heading right 190 and 18 left, clear for takeoff,
United 1389, cost.
Let us deviate here because we do have the appearance of the Flying Roo about to make its way to Sydney. This is flight number 8, Qantas Flight 8, 7879 Dreamliner. Smoke and Slice Barbecue says, Walt, I got in trouble with my wife for giving my 2-month-old daughter a taste of Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. I just allowed her to taste it, not bite. Well, she can't bite yet. She doesn't have any teeth. I think you might see going across the bridge there. Did I see what I saw? In the background, I think I saw Turkish going. Yes, that was Turkish Flight 192 going back to Istanbul. It's another Dreamliner, Dash 9 going to, but it's going over the east side for takeoff. This is a Dash 9 Dreamliner going to Sydney.
American 1031, DFW Tower, crossway, terminal 28 left, mile, please.
There's the UPS 767.
584 east west. 584, hold short, 18 left, take on 8.
Don't let you one of them.
Go ahead and call the ramp American 584 and see if your gate's open.
Understand 2001, individual, 418 right.
2301, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, third lane.
Right, third lane,
584 cross, when they run the Golf, take ground 185.
Cross, one in the Golf, and over ground,
1 is 8 aviating, 100, contact departure.
departure, what departure?
Yeah, 126.47. Right.
A number of aeroplanes are now, I don't want to say competing, but they're looking for their takeoff spot. As we watch a United baby bus coming in from Denver.
American 1034 and half door, 1031 and half to B Park, 20 left, up to take off.
On that B Park 20 left, take off American 1031.
American 1634, runway 18 left, with the cross line on place.
18 left, line of way, 34.
UPS will be after the Airbus A320.
United Flight 1389 and Airbus A319 was making the scene from the Mile High City.
Echo Alpha short of 1 left, 396.
We have Frontier Flight 2632 and Airbus A320 just about to arrive also from Denver, with Poppy the prairie dog upon its tail.
Forward off the runway. American 1634 and half to Lair, runway left, clear for takeoff.
One left, take off on that line, American 1634.
UPS 755, maybe DFW down, runway 18 left, on way.
So we're going to check that out, shall we? Let's see.
American 1031, contact departure.
Departure, good night, next 1031.
Good night.
Poppy's a little washed out.
US 765, AVR and FD Park, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
Yes, 55, RNAV, B Park, clear for takeoff, 18 left.
Unique G6991 says, I'm introducing my friends to this great hobby. Thank you for your channel. It's a blast to know that we're introducing people to something that might be new to them.
Frontier 2232, Park and Tango Delta.
That's up.
Frontier 2232, Tango Alpha, hold short 1 left.
Echo Alpha short of 1 left, Frontier 2238. About 44.
And there's the UPS 767 lifting off into the skies for Chicago Rockford International Airport.
Alright, cross 20 left on Alpha, 0.65 on the bridge.
UPS 755, maybe contact departure, good night. Local 578, traffic holding cross 20 left, hold short of 1 right.
Cross 20 left, hold short, 1 right, American local 57.
Arriving from Phoenix, American 2301, Airbus A321. And you saw some emergency vehicles there returning to their home base after a call. We have, ooh, this is nice, Aerologic. It's a 777 arriving from Toronto. On a 777. 14-year-old 777. We saw this last week. So let us check out on Runway DFW After Dark. Aerologic. A cargo plane.
Runway 18 left,
Arnett Laren, 18 left, so pick up 937.
Good night, American 22. Good night. Regular 558 cross, runway 18 right, taxi Charlie around.
Cross 18 right, straight in, American 578.
Straight in, American 1798, Arnett 2B park, runway 18 left, search for takeoff.
Arnett B park, 16 on 20 left, 37.
DFW Tower, number 2796, visual code
2796, DFW Tower, runway 18 right, clear 1.
Sebastian's cars, cars, planes, trucks, and more. You got it all covered there, Sebastian. Hello, Walt. Just came to enjoy the stream. Thank you. Enjoy away.
German cargo 464, heavy turn right at Whiskey Mike, taxi via Charlie clear after 3.
Just plains crazy as a fan of the 777. Oh, look at that. Here's the U.S. Air livery. American Airlines headed into the, or U.S. Airways, I should say, headed into the hangar area. An Airbus A321. I hear a UPS plane seems to be firing up. There's one of the MDs accepting some cargo. Another Frontier aircraft coming in with Cortez the Green Turtle on its tail. That's an Airbus A320neo.
As you're crossing the runway there, just proceed on to it. Going to make a right turn at that 4 high speed. It'll be the Foxtrot 4. Sorry, 3.
Make a right, cross 20 left and right turn on Foxtrot 3.
Frontier 2632, cross 20 left at Alpha 0.65 on bridge.
Frontier Flight 3978 arriving from Sin City, Las Vegas. That's a journey of 2 hours and 3 minutes. Seki with a greeting of evening. Hello, Seki. Johnny Dodge, one of our channel members, and a friend of the channel says, have a good night, gotta chase the other dog. Okay. Thanks for stopping by.
1797
Luke says he flew on that U.S. Airways Retro on a plane coming back from CDF? I don't know what CDF is. LAX to DFW. Cool. German pilot Meinhardt says, I have two different hobbies, plane spotting and watching football, or what we call here soccer. Luckily, I'm good at multitasking, at least with watching things. Well, we're happy to have you here. They don't have soccer games at this time, or football games at this time of night, do they? I don't know. Roberta Gomez has favored us with a $50 super chat. Hi, Walt. Good evening. And that is so nice of you to do, Roberta. Much appreciated. Thank you for your support of this channel. There goes American Flight 4, American Eagle Flight 4004 to Torion. We're going to watch Delta Flight 2796. This being Airbus A220 coming in from Salt Lake City on Runway DFW. Another Martin airplane, Cessna Super Cargo Master coming in from Tyler, Texas. And I think that wins the... It's out of our sight now, but I do have to give it a salute here because it comes to us from the year
1987.
So that's a long time ago. It's 37 years. So again, that salute was for the Super Cargo Master, which we saw go by there. All right, what do we got here? It's a Frontier plane. I wasn't able to scope out its destination or its animal insignia on the tail. So stand by, I'll look that up once it gets up in the air here.
Delta 2796, at Alpha across Norway 111, contact ground 0.65 on the bridge tonight.
So that was Frontier Flight 2923 going to Ontario, California, Airbus A320 Neo.
American Local 114, DFW Tower, Whiskey Kilo across Norway 111, hold short 18 right.
Cross 18 left, hold short 18 right, Local 114.
Yeah, we should do, let's see, let's do this. You are watching Runway DFW After Dark. We'll be here with you. Let's see, it's just after 9 o'clock Central Time. We try to stay here through about 11. That's kind of when things kind of calm down. 11 o'clock Central Time. So if you can hang out with us, super. If not, we're glad for whatever time you can make to hang out with us here at Founders Plaza. And Founders Plaza, that's Founders Plaza right there. Not too many folks here tonight, but that's okay. You're here, that's what counts. We were talking about Spirit earlier. Here comes Spirit Flight 1020 from Detroit, an Airbus A320. Veronica Peters checking in with a hello. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. Thank you, Veronica. We got a spurt there from Luke with air potassium. We have our first tri-jet of the evening now pushing back. It's the one that's been kind of the most hidden away from us this evening. But there it is, behind the fence. But there's no mistaking the tail of an MD-11, is there? Even though we can't see the rest of the plane. It has gone out of focus, hasn't it?
64, need to get down, runway 18 right, clear 2 lanes.
Clear lane 18 right, and we are present.
Thank you.
This hasn't shown up on the radar yet.
That was 6333, need to get down, on up way.
Josh knows what's going on here. Let's keep my big fat head out of the shot there. And I'd give you a rim shot there, Josh, but I don't have that hooked up tonight. Randy Bucksbaum saith that I'll be at DFW on November 21st, arriving on American Flight 2673 at 3:45, departing American Flight 516 at 6:30 to Albany. We never have time in the terminal. We can actually have dinner before we depart. And I'm not sure what day of the month November 21st is. Let me look that up real quick here. So November 21st is a Thursday. I guess that's a week from Thursday. I don't know. Then I'll be, if I'm here that night, it probably won't be till after you have departed, unfortunately, Randy. As the reason that our evening broadcasts during the week start at 7:30 is because that's the earliest I can get here after work. Thank you, Anthony Guinan, for a $2 super chat. assigning me 2 thumbs up. Appreciate that.
American 2190 RNAV, clear, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV clear, 18 left, clear for takeoff.
American 1264, you can roll out the Echo 7 IC break.
MR Rice is greeting the random spotter, and I greet you, MR Rice, one of our long-term subscribers to the channel. Looking at the radar here. This plane's still not on the radar. Looking for anything big coming in. The next incoming flight here in about a minute and a half, American flight 1264 from San Francisco, Airbus A321.
On the wing, 27
Bit chilly out here tonight. 63 degrees is what the airport says. The wind's still coming from the south east at 9 miles an hour. And this plane is on the move. We're going to get to see it now as it emerges from behind its walled enclosure. So it's going to pass by the other 3 MD-11s that are in the house.
DFW Tower, American 7. Visual 1
Kind of a rare sight. Can we get them all in one picture? Let's see here. Yeah, there they are. Count them, 1, 2, 3, 4 MD-11s. 12 engines in one shot. I don't see this one still on the radar. We're still not on the radar. I don't know where it's destined to go.
American 3013, DFW Tower, runway 18 left, mile left.
Line up and base 18 left, American 33.
American 1264, thank you, via Echo Alpha, hold short to 1 left.
Echo Alpha, hold short to 1 left.
MR Rice says, Walt, I think he means wife, will be taking off from Toronto in 10 minutes for DFW. I'll be at DFW at midnight to pick her up at Terminal D. Well, I hope she had, if that's who you're talking about, a great flight.
American 3013, known as Airlines, runway 18 left, good for takeoff.
Learn 18 left, clear for takeoff, American 33.
Runway 3937, that's departure. Every departure, runway 3937.
I think we're going to be seeing a west side takeoff based upon the trajectory of this taxiing. Excellent. So it's pausing while a plane lands on 18 right. Is that a big plane over there? There's a plane taking off on the east side. It looked like a wide body. The plane that we saw taking off over on the other side was indeed a wide body. It was American Flight 78 to London Heathrow. 7879, Dreamy liner. But this is what we're salivating about right now. This plane going to Louisville.
American 2063, come back to departure.
And let us now musically salute this classic MD-11, which comes to us from the year
1991.
So, 33-year-old aircraft as of this month. So another birthday plane for us. It was scheduled to depart for Louisville at 9:08, so it's a couple minutes. We're running a couple minutes late. It'll be to Louisville just around midnight. To the UPS World Port. And coming up later in this hour, about 20 minutes away, we're expecting to see a 747-400 cargo arriving. So stay tuned for that. Subscriber Ruben Zero says, "Hi guys." Hello there, Ruben. Douglas Thompson wants to know, how much cold are you willing to tolerate? Going to get colder down there next week. Well, I've been here when it's been below zero. Not below zero, sorry. Below 32. When it's been freezing here at DFW Airport. And it's not fun, and I would suspect that when I do broadcasts like that, I will they won't be as long as some of the others have been, but I'll man up and get you some coverage of colder weather aviation.
258, come back to departure. Good night.
We bid adieu to Randy. Everyone have a great evening. I've been up since 2:30 a.m. Crazy day. Oof. Yeah, I can't compete with that. My day started at 6:45. Trying to do some lawnmower repairs. Then I was at work the rest of the day. Gordon Freeman says, "Hi Walt, great shot with the 12 engines. Never saw 4 MD-11s at Orlando. The most UPS jets I saw at once were a mix of A300, 747, 757, and MD-11s." Well, it's always good to see all those, and we have seen all those types of jets here at DFW at one time or another. But I think 4 MD-11s is the most we've ever seen. I think I've seen that many before here. I don't think I was ever able to get them all in one shot before. A-Train Game says, Walt, according to the diagram on ADS-B, the north end around taxiway should connect into taxiway Charlie. So in a couple of years, arriving planes on 36 left will taxi right by Founders Plaza. Look forward to that, because when we're in North Flow and they're operating on the 36s, our view is not that great here. So if they're going to come all the way up here, we will applaud that. All's quiet on the arrival front right now. We've got a bunch of planes going out now, and this is one of them, just one of them. In fact, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 other planes waiting to take off in addition to the MD-11. So I guess we'll follow along with one of them here. We'll give you some action. Off to Querétaro in Mexico, flight 2071, 737-800. And you hear the plane, the next in line plane getting cleared for takeoff before this one even leaves the runway. Where's the next one? Where's the next contestant? There it is.
2071, defective park.
It's an Airbus A321. It's flight 2452 American Airlines. Roaring off to San Francisco. You might have seen American Flight 997 there, 777, going to Sao Paulo, I believe that one is. Sorry, that's going to Buenos Aires. My bad. 777-200ER, American Flight 997. We'll give that one a little salute, shall we? Because that one dates back to the year
1999.
And I think it's going to be making a turn. Well, let's see here. Yeah, it's going to turn over to the east side, so we'll say sayonara to that one. But we do have, finally, the MD-11, our first MD-11 of the night, ready to go.
DFW heavy contact report to United.
Roger, Mark, DFW.
Negative 199 on FB Park, runway 18 left, take off.
FB Park, take off, plane left.
13721, DFW Tower, runway 18 left, on wait.
Alright, that's that point on board 3721.
American 1458. I got like 4 aircraft behind you. Can you go ahead and pull up and turn the corner, please?
Yeah.
Thanks.
So O'Malley with some statistics about that last takeoff. Well, here's Texas Girl. Oh, good evening, everyone in Walt. Hello, Texas Girl. Happy to see you here. James S. says, by the way, if anyone is interested, FlightAware has a new beta airport experience which displays aircraft in almost real time. Well, that's interesting. I'll have to check that out. I don't look at FlightAware that often. Although I have to say that Flight Radar 24 is pretty close to real time as far as the positioning of the aircraft on the. I mean, I'm here looking at them as they move around, and it's you know, there's not much of a delay at all, at least here at this airport. Oh, yeah, nice. Singapore 747, 13 minutes out. So that'll be a Singapore Airlines cargo aircraft. I just now found the moon. It's almost directly overhead. I don't think I can point the tripod up that far. Here we are at Founders Plaza. Got my official Runway DFW hoodie on, which if you're interested in our merch, just check out our links on the YouTube page. We've got American Flight 2402 to Seattle, an Airbus A321 is now entering our view. There with the skyline of Dallas in the background. There is another UPS plane now on the radar. Not an MD-11, but one that's kind of equally uncommon, at least as far as passenger planes go in this part of the world. And we switch you now to this. It's an Airbus A300. Now being pushed back. This one's going to Ontario, California. An Airbus A300. This plane dates back to the turn of the century, to the year 2000. So it is 24 years old. I'm going to give you a little closer look at that, but our secondary camera is not as light sensitive as our primary camera is tonight. As you can see by that comparison. Hello. Kevin Kelly's got to go. Says good night, Walt. See you next stream. Kevin, thank you so much for being a subscriber to the channel and for providing good information. Appreciate it. Josh Aldrich, one of our great channel members and moderator, says bedtime for me. Have a great night, everyone, and thank you for joining us at Runway DFW. Josh, I appreciate your support of the channel, and we'll see you soon again on Runway DFW. See evidence of our second MD-11 here. Picture's a little dark, but I see some flashing lights. On this one, what would appear to be in the position where they'd have the pushback vehicle. A-Train Game says Singapore down to 5,000 feet over Denton, just to the north of here. Once again, this A300 right there is off to Ontario, California. And this MD-11 is now on the radar. It's flight, it's an MD-11, but it's flight 767, of course, and it's going to Louisville. So we'll see if they let it take off from over on this side of the field. Barbara P. Sterling says, hello DFW Walt, just saw that you were live having a visit. Evening all. Hello Barbara, pleasure to have you with us. Barbara is well known on many plane spotting channels as a guest, and always happy to see you here. Texas Girl says Singapore cargo 6 minutes out, and I think you sent that message about a couple minutes ago, so it's less than that now. So we've got a Queen of the Skies making its way to us. Coming in from Anchorage, the Singapore Airlines cargo. 20-year-old 747-400. Give you some perspective on where this plane is in relation to the MD, which is about to take off. We're about to push back. So lots of heavy jet action for you here, deep into the night at DFW. On this not quite mid-November night. Our A300 is on the move. So that one's going to go off on 18 left.
Count 4961, contact Spartan C.
Let us take a gander at this plane. There's the West Control Tower there in the background. In just a second, we're going to swing around and watch the Singapore Airlines cargo come in. So I can hardly contain my excitement. It's about a minute away.
American 861, contact Spartan C operator.
Yes, I see the Queen on the radar. It's not quite in a position for us to see quite yet. I won't miss it though. There's the A300 waiting its turn to take off. MD-11 now backing out, or MD-11 number 2.
3140 tower 18 left on a point. American 3140 DFW tower 18 left on a point.
And about to come out of the northern sky is the Singapore Airlines cargo 747-400. About to emerge from behind the shrubbery.
3140 on after layering, only 1 left, take off. For the 91, 50 feet down, only 1 left, bottom weight. Bottom weight, 1 left.
I said about to emerge from behind the shrubbery. Ah. And that was American Airlines 3140 off to Los Angeles, an Airbus A321 landing as the big jet came in. There's our latest MD-11.
61 heavy on 2, 1 left, take off.
Turn that layering, click take off on 8 left, EPS 761 heavy.
American 3140, connect Spartan.
Let's give this a salute while we can.
1994.
And we're going to swing around real quick here to catch the A300 lifting off. As I recall, this is going to Louisville? No, can't remember now.
Singapore 7922 Heavy, you going into Charlie 9?
Charlie 9,
UPS 761 Heavy, come at departure.
Departure UPS 761 Heavy.
There, if we can get it in focus there. It's the 9-engine shot. And 9 is greater than 6. Looky, this one's going over, vectoring to take off on 18 left. That's what we like to see. We'll be 2 for 2. We've got to turn and burn here. Do I hear an air start there in the background?
Deck 61, need to be tower across White Charlotte, departing taking MD 11 to the Charlotte runway. Runway 18 right to the land.
So this one is indeed going to the UPS World Port in Louisville. Our second of what we hope will be 4 MD-11s tonight, maybe at least 3.
Spirit 14, give me the tower, roll 18 right to the land. Number 2 following the caravan on about 2.5 mile tunnel.
Alright, clear the land, 18 right, traffic inside.
Are you guys parking to the west of Portland?
We're parking.
Arthur, you can find the exit at Echo 65 feet.
Okay,
There it goes, just a dot in the sky. And then there were two. There they are in our dark shot there. We say hello to Jim Costello, checking in from Norman, Oklahoma. Peter E. was saying that Singapore 747 we saw was an ex-American aircraft. Another Martinair flight coming in, this one from the destination of Addison Airport in Dallas. So that's just a 12-minute jaunt. That's another Cessna 208B Super Cargo Master.
Mark 6061, turn right at Whiskey Kilo, taxi Charlie Ramp this frequency.
Whiskey Kilo, Charlie Ramp, this is looking like this.
Wayne wants to know, going to DFW in 2 weeks, do they have sleeping pods other than minute suites in Terminal D? That is a very good question, and I don't have the answer to that. Anybody in the Runway DFW audience know about that? I've never, since I always leave from here, and I don't travel that often, I've never had occasion to have to spend the night here or spend some, an extended time of transfer here. A long time ago I did, but not in recent memory. So anyway, anybody knows the answer to that question, let us know. Sean Eubanks says there's an emergency with the Southwest Flight 4164 landing soon at Dallas Love Field. Let me see if I can defilter my... Banana plane. I think we may have our next contestant in the MD-11 series. Looks like there's a tug lighting up underneath that one there. So I'm seeing a flight 1464 Southwest Airlines. Ooh, it's been circling around a lot. It took off for Kansas City almost an hour ago. Well, an hour ago. It's a 737-700 16-year-old plane. Now again, we don't see it here, but it is. It's not out of the question that if it were a very serious emergency which required, the most sophisticated equipment that it might be directed over here to land, but I don't see any evidence of that currently. But it's looks like it's flying, and again I'm looking at flight radar 24, so you're not seeing what I'm describing, but I'm looking at Southwest Flight 1464, which looks like it's about to get directed into Dallas Love Field after, again, an hour's worth of circling over North Texas. We have a puff of smoke there.
14 with Mike cross 20 left with integrity.
144 is the number, cross 20 left.
Is that an engine starting, or what's going on there?
14 taxi is off the right.
So yes, for anybody at Dallas Love Field, it looks as though Flight 1464 is second in line to land if it continues on its current flight path. Can't show it to you, but it's interesting. American Flight 7 going to Brisbane, Australia. A 787-9 Dreamliner is about ready to take off. This is American Airlines' longest flight. And we were here to see the inaugural departure of this flight to Brisbane, and as we mentioned before, they really did it up at Brisbane Airport as far as the arrival of this flight from Dallas. They had a very big production online on YouTube here. I think Julia Flights was a part of the team that made that happen. It was quite a well done event. So anyway, this is off to Brisbane. This is a 15-hour and 45-minute flight on average, traveling 8,300 miles. Scheduled to arrive at 6:15 a.m. And this plane is right about on time. It's scheduled to leave here at 9:50, so it's only about 6 minutes beyond that. So let's see if you can get on board here, have a little meal, put your eye mask on, and then sleep for, I don't know, 13 or 14 hours. You just wake up refreshed, and it's a new day in Brisbane. Okay, the MD-11 is now pushing back. Let's see if we can do this here. It's the MD-11 with the pointy engine, that pointy thing on the tail of the engine, which I think is well, I know it's a different engine than I think the others that we've seen tonight. See, they don't have, it's kind of doesn't have that pointy thing on it. I don't know enough about engines to be able to tell you who makes which one. I bet Jerry could at Big Jet TV. I bet he would know the answer to that. Back to our Brisbane-bound flight. There's Rob Blackman, says good evening, Walt and DFW family. DX1 subscriber says hello from the DFW area. Hello, DX1. Ron C says, I believe the pointy engine is Pratt & Whitney. The other one is a GE. Thank you for that insight. I do not profess, nor have I ever professed, to be an expert in mechanical things related to aircraft. I wish I was. I learn more every day, and I learn from you, the Runway DFW viewer. Sebastian's Cars, Planes, Trucks, and More says, I'm going to have to hop off the stream after that MD-11 takes off. Bye, you all. Well, good. I'm glad you can hang out with us for that. We say hello to Jackie Hughes, a Runway DFW subscriber. And again, you have to do, you do have to be a subscriber to pop in on the message board, so hopefully that's an incentive for you to participate. We've got a great family of viewers here. Great place to hang out if you want to chat about planes and fun stuff. $182QKFTW says these aircraft are simply amazing machines. And our moderator, Pittsburgh Don. Thank you for hanging in there, Don, and with an encouragement to subscribe to the channel. Subscription is free. And that is your entree to participate in the chat. Lori M. with word that the Southwest Flight 1464 is now landed and is stopped on the taxiway. So hopefully everything is all good over at Love Field. And once again, if you're just tuning in, we had word from one of our viewers about the about that flight, which was took off from Love Field a little more than an hour ago, maybe an hour and 15 minutes ago, was on its way to Kansas City, and something went awry, and it spent the better part of an hour making loop-de-loops over North Texas. But it finally did come in for a landing, and hopefully all is well. Let's do this. It's Runway DFW After Dark. My name is Walt. We are coming to you live and direct and in color, of course, from DFW Founders Plaza, the official plane spotting spot for plane spotters here at one of the world's biggest and busiest airports, Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport, here in the state of Texas. Luke says it's 10 o'clock Central Time here in DFW, North Texas, USA. Do you know where your children are? Hopefully they're watching Runway DFW After Dark and hitting the like button. Thank you for that little promotion there, Luke. Luke is not even in this part of the world. He's over in Guam. The airport with the airport symbol of gum. Isn't that a department store in Moscow? I think it is. I remember that as a kid. Hey, Wellington Flights Live is here. He says, hi all, great to see you here. Great to see you. I hope all is going well. I see planes. We don't get many of those after 10 o'clock in Welly. Kevin, I saw you in the chat on Kevin of Airline Videos Live this afternoon, or at least this afternoon our time, as he and Big Jet TV and Jilly were chatting. That was a fascinating discussion, and I know you were all dialed into that as well as I was at work. And if you haven't checked out Wellington Flights Live, well, you're missing out. So please do become a subscriber to Wellington Flights Live. I can't endorse that enough. And now I've met on several occasions Kevin of Airline Videos Live, and I've now had a chance to meet Jerry of Big Jet TV, but I have not yet had the pleasure of meeting in person Kevin of Wellington Flights Live, although we have had he was a guest here on this program. And I have every reason to believe that at some point in the future our paths will cross in person. This MD-11 is going to Chicago Rockford International Airport. Let's get the Brisbane flight off here. This is the American Airlines flight to Brisbane. We're about to get photobombed by an MD-11, but that's okay. Safe travel down under.
Again, 2660 DFW Tower, passenger equipment to the head of Boeing 787 departure. RDM
1996.
Runway 18 left, quick takeoff.
28-year-old airframe right there, which I'm sure has some history surrounding it. It's flight 753. That'll be the third of 4 MD-11s, and all of them so far going out here on this side of the airport. Yay! And there is now a 767 pushing back, going to Louisville. And that is a new plane as of March of this year. So it's a 2024 model 767-300 freighter.
Heavy DFW Tower, runway park, runway 18 left, approach takeoff.
Runway park 1 left.
Your altimeters going here, and we'll see how much of a rocket ship this is as it lifts off into the night sky.
Departure, have a good night, American 2616.
A snappy liftoff. So here now is this new 767, Flight 793 off to Louisville. Here's something we don't often see. This American Airlines hangar door is wide open. Usually that's closed. We can't see in there. When A2Q KFTW says that American Airlines flight to Brisbane will fly over their house, going outside to wave. Nick, I think this is in reference to that Southwest flight, saying tread separation on left front tire, so no mechanical issues. Well, that's good. So there's a look at a spanking new 767 with that new plane smell.
UPS 793 Heavy DFW Tower, on out to Depart, runway 18 left, first takeoff.
UPS 793 Heavy, sir, pick up 18 left, RNAV, depart.
Another turn and burn for you here, I think.
UPS 793 Heavy, connect departure.
Go to departure today, yes, 793 Heavy.
Lori M., one of our great mods, I'm not mods, but channel members, says, okay, folks, time for me to go. Have a great night. Thank you, Lori. And that reminds me, we need to say thank you to all of our channel members. And I like to do that by popping this on the screen as soon as I find it here. Here we go. So, we're going to say thanks now to all of our Runway DFW channel members. And our show is not ending yet. We just want to put a little music behind this. First of all, got to thank our channel sponsor, James Webb. Thank you, James, for all the support you've given us for the last couple of years. It makes a big difference in what we can do to bring you quality programs. So thank you again, James Webb. Now on to our Quad Jet channel members, and I like to say their names out loud. That's the highest level of membership here at Runway DFW. This list was prepared this afternoon at 2 p.m. So if you are a new member, I hope you can tune in next time, because we'll update our list. But here's our list of Quad Jet channel members at 757 Chip: A-list flyer Chris, Alan J, Angela Smith, Anna the Dispatcher, Beaker and Honeydew, Beve, Cubs Win, Deborah Klein, put the music in again, Dwayne C, Fred Robinson. We have James Webb again, who's also a Quad Jet channel member in addition to our sponsor. Josh Aldrich is one of our Quad Jet channel members, along with Kirby Brooks Sr., KS Avgeek, Lelo Doublefly, I think I'm pronouncing that right, Lori M, the aforementioned Lori M, Michael Flannery, Michelle R.S. I saw Michelle on the on Kevin's stream today. Mike G, Patrick Walters, Pete Nordine, Raina Taylor, S35 Bonanza Pilot, Sarah the Real Deal up there in Boston, Skittles, who was here a little bit ago, Steve Lundaby, TNT, oh my, and Will Hutchison. Those are our Quad Jet channel members. And now, for the next, I don't know, 15 minutes or so, you'll see the names of our Tri-Jet and Twin Jet members. And I thank you each for supporting this channel in the way that you do. Much appreciated. Let's see, let's go back to this hangar. I've never seen this American Airlines hangar door open like that before. And look at the wider shot, you can see how big of a door that is. And I've been coming here now for more than 3 years, and I'm pretty sure I've never seen that opened up before, because I've never seen, you know, just I've seen the doorway part of it. So to me, that's fascinating. Wayne Goldman says, new 767, are they still making those? Yeah. Now I think Boeing's had a little bit of an issue in recent weeks, because they haven't been making anything because the employees have been on strike, but I think they've resolved that now, so hopefully that's all taken care of and they'll get back to making planes again. And Luke points out that only freighters in the 767 range are being made, and that is scheduled to come to an end as well. A-Train Games, I'm going to call it a night, folks. Enjoyed it, and thanks, Runway DFW. Have a good night. Thank you. A-Train Games, good to have you with us. Andrew Golddog says hello from Australia. One day I will catch Qantas Flight 9 to DFW. I hope you will. And should everything work out, and we're here and you're here, I'd love to have you say hello. A-Train Games says, is that ABX 102 about to start up and depart, or was that an arrival? ABX, did I miss it? I don't think so. It usually lights up on the radar. It's the flight operated by ABX here, often for DHL, which leaves here and goes to Cincinnati. And for some reason, it turns its transponder on. Oh, what do I have here? Coyote. Coyotes. Flight coming in from Chicago O'Hare. So a little bit of Wild Kingdom with our aviation broadcast tonight. I had heard coyotes being talked about on the ATC, both here and at Love Field in Dallas. But I'd never seen one until Jerry was here with Big Jet TV, and he said, you know, he saw them on his as he was streaming. And then a few days later, I was here and I saw coyotes here for the first time. So, have they disappeared? I guess so. Well, as long as they don't come over here and take a bite out of me, that's what I would worry about. Greg Sten says coyotes are nasty. Stay away. Well, I'm protected by the area temporarily closed fence here at Founders Plaza. And I've never seen them on the other side of this fence. Now, of course, they were on the exterior fence of the airport. But when Jerry saw them, I think, well, I remember, yes, they were on the other side of the fence. So they get around somewhere. They may, I don't know, maybe they burrow under that fence somehow. I don't know. That's the perimeter fence of the airport there that you're looking at. And the sign there says aircraft operations area, no trespassing. Razor wire. Don't want to mess with that. So I do see ABX flight 102. It's a 767. Going to Cincinnati. This is on the radar. I don't see it with my eyeballs yet. But it should be going out shortly. Let's see when it's scheduled to leave. 10:30. So yeah, it should be on the move pretty soon. Now, often this plane will be directed over to the east side for takeoff, although we've seen it take off over here. This particular one, if the photograph on Flight Radar 24 is correct, is that very nice DHL mustard and ketchup livery. And that's approximately where we will see it emerge. There's nothing else happening right now. There are no flights taking off.
Local 174 DFW now is Zulu cross runway 18 left. Cross runway 18 right, execute trailer to the right.
There's nothing landing over here on the west side currently. And I don't see anything in the pipeline. At least not immediately.
ABX 102 heavy DFW ground. Runway 18 left, taxi via Charlie, hold short of Whiskey Kilo.
So I think the The ABX/DHL is, well, yeah, it's on the move now. It's traveling at a rate of 15 miles an hour, according to Flight Radar 24, so we should very presently see it in our sights here. That may be it for us. I'm trying to think what else we got coming up. We usually have a Qatar flight going out at around 11, but given the the shortage of aircraft right now, I'm not sure we can wait around for that. That's not 767, that's a truck there, I think. And there's American Airlines, an Airbus A321 headed to the hangar. Oh, I see the ABX. We see the tail there now, kind of to the right of the screen. Looks like these planes are gonna kiss one another, but I think the American Airlines plane should be making a right turn here. Don said the American Airlines hangar, the American Airlines with the hangar open looks like a new jet. I guess that could be, I don't know. Marco Hinton, channel member, says, will you, Waltz Worko, go live on December 10th for the inaugural Fiji Airways flight to DFW? And that is my plan. I can always get derailed by something or other, but I do hope to bring you that momentous occasion, as we try to do when we get significant new international flights. And that was, 2 weekends ago we had just a whole pile of new flights. In one day we had American Airlines to Brisbane, to Rio de Janeiro, to where else?
American 833 DFW, runway 18 left, taxi via Golf, Whiskey Golf.
There was one other place, I can't remember where it was, but to Auckland. That wasn't a new flight, but it's a seasonal flight, and it was starting up on that date. So yeah, we saw a lot of cool stuff that day. That was a Saturday. I think that was our 11-hour show 2 Saturdays ago, and I didn't think that was possible, but we did manage to stay on the air for 11 hours somehow. Oh, we need that a little louder, don't we?
A blast from the past. 1990.
Beautiful looking airplane from the 20th century. interesting. It's going up the central taxiway here.
American 833, DFW Tower, and after Laren, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Laren, 18 left, clear for takeoff, American 833.
So you just heard American Airlines Flight 833 to Monterey has been cleared for takeoff. Meanwhile, this one doesn't look like it's going to the east side. I think we may well see it over here. Another feather in our cap. One of my favorite liveries that we see regularly here.
X102 Heavy, DFW Tower, RNAV Sparrow, runway 18 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Sparrow, 18 left, clear for takeoff, Apex 107.
And again, thanks to all of our Runway DFW channel members for your very generous support.
American 833, connect departure.
Departure, American 833, good night.
And it's off. So let me see now if I can, if anything is coming in. There's nothing coming in. I don't see anything immediately going out. So I think what we're going to do now at 10:37 Central Time is start to wrap things up. And we do that by playing a bit more music. Let's see here. Does this work? I would like to say thank you to a lot of people. To James Webb, our channel sponsor, to all of our channel members, to all of our Runway DFW subscribers, to you, if you're just watching and just kind of found us, we're glad to have you with us and hope you'll come back again. Like and subscribe, all that stuff. And special thanks, of course, to the Runway DFW Moderation Federation for making this, I don't know, not prejudiced, but I'd say one of the nicest places to hang out and watch planes on YouTube. And that's has little to do with me. It has more to do with our great viewers and our wonderful moderators. We'll be back soon, although this may be our last broadcast for a while. Well, until next week, because I don't think we'll be here on the weekend. There may be a pop-up stream, and it may be just for members. I can't talk about that right now. But, so anyway, keep your notifications on. We'll be back with more stuff from Runway DFW soon. Happy contrails to you until we meet again, and we have Chatstravaganza coming up. Chatstravaganza, where you, the Runway DFW viewer, watch me, the Runway DFW host, pack up all of our stuff, and we play music, and you chat, and that's about it. But it's fun, so I hope you can hang out with us for Chatstravaganza here on Runway DFW. Let me put this on here, there, and we will commence with Chatstravaganza. Where's our music? Maestro? I pushed the wrong button. Maestro, music, please. Oh, I know what happened. I turned our music down. Okay, let's see here. Try this. Oh, and it's one of my favorites. This was our Eclipse theme.
556 DFW Tower, wind 1308, runway 18 right, clear to land.
Clear to land 18 right, we're parked west, American 556.
Just so you know, I'm listening to the playback in my coming from YouTube, and I'm hearing the music dropping out on a regular basis. I don't know if you're hearing that as well, but if you are, I'm sorry. I'll try to get it fixed for next time. But so I'm gonna keep packing up here. I just want to let you know that I'm aware of a problem if you are hearing it. would like to have a special thanks here to James Webb, the Runway DFW sponsor, who has presented us with another $200 super chat. Thank you, James, so much for your continued support of the channel.